Alright, what is going on, you guys? My name is Nick, and welcome back to the channel. And last night was the, 94th annual Oscar ceremony? And, well, you guys probably don't even know who won Best Picture, but you definitely know who got their ass slapped on stage, right? That's what I'm talking about today. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on the Oscars main stage, man. Was it entertaining? Definitely. Was it hilarious? Most certainly. Did I get the most secondhand embarrassment that I've ever had in my entire life watching it? 100%. Was Will Smith in the wrong? Yes. And you want to know why? If Chris made that joke and Will immediately went up there and slapped him or something, if he immediately did that, then maybe the perspective would be a little different. It would be shifted a little bit. But the fact that the camera caught Will laughing at that, I've seen people online saying that he was laughing at the previous joke, but that's not what happened at all. There was a decent amount of dead time in between jokes so people can laugh and they can quiet down so they can hear the next one, right? It's not just ha 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 as he's saying 3-4 different jokes. That's not how comedy works, right? So he made this joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, I think is her full name, and she has this condition. I don't know what it's explicitly called, but pretty much it just causes her to lose her hair, and she doesn't have any hair, which is unfortunate. That's terrible. But how do I say this? It's not a life-threatening illness. And I'm not trying... Oh, God, how do I say this? I'm not trying to say that Chris was in the right for making this joke, because I definitely don't think he was. I think that the joke was a little bit too far, and apparently he had already known how sensitive Jada was about that specific topic, but he did it anyway. But, I mean, we all know Chris Rock. He could have said it in a much more vulgar and terrible way than the way he did. The way he said it, I guarantee barely anyone watching the show outside of the people at the actual ceremony that love movies and love film don't understand that joke. G.I. Jane, my neighbor doesn't know what the fuck that is. I guarantee you his neighbor doesn't know what the fuck that is. Wait, wouldn't that make me his neighbor if he's my neighbor? Anyway, it's just, it is such a frustrating situation just because of the way that Will handled it, right? I understand that you want to stand up for your wife, but you also got to keep in mind you're on camera on the biggest show of the entire year other than the Super Bowl. Like, you got to set the example, right? You doing that, Will, just told every kid, every person watching, that if anyone says one thing about anyone in your life, whether it's vulgar, gratuitous, or not, you can slap them and there will be no consequences. You can beat their ass and no consequences. Because Will Smith can do it, why can't I, right? No, that's not how it works. And then I think the part that makes me the most irritated about this whole situation is his acceptance speech of the award. Right? We all knew he was going to get the Oscar. I wanted Andrew Garfield to get it because it was the superior performance, in my opinion. Him portraying, and that's a different topic, but Will gets the Oscar, right? And he walks up there, and he's already pretty much bawling. He's just, he's crumbling. This is his first Oscar moment. Well, not Oscar moment, his very first Oscar. And, it's a big emotional moment for him. And the speech starts, and he starts talking about how of a righteous man he is, and how he feels like he was put on this earth to protect people. But didn't he just assault someone on live television not an hour before? And then, to put a cherry on top of that, he does attempt to apologize. He attempts it, and I say attempt because he did not. He apologized to two people, the Academy and the nominees in his specific category. Yeah, you heard that right. He only apologized to, one, the Academy, the people that are putting on the show, and the only reason why he apologized to them was so he can come back next year. That is the only reason. And then he apologized to his fellow nominee. I don't know why the fuck he apologized to them and not the entire audience, or at least all of the winners and nominees of the entire show, for stealing that moment from them. If I was at that Oscars and I won an award, I would be furious, because no one, the whole point is to get recognition for your work. And now all of that is completely overshadowed by this stupid mistake. And that's what it is. It's a mistake, right? And he can learn from it. And I think he will, because Will Smith is an incredibly intelligent human being. But that's just why it surprises me. You know, I thought he'd be smarter than what he showed us yesterday on TV. I thought he would just handle it off camera and just be respectful about it. But no, I mean, that's just not what happened. Overall, I'm very disappointed in the whole situation. And I keep thinking about it, because films like Coda, that means so much to the deaf community in particular, right? That is such a big win for that community. But no one is talking about that. We're all talking about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. So please, guys, in the comment section of this video, if you want to talk a little bit about this situation, feel free to. But if you would, please just try to keep it to the winners. Okay, we need to acknowledge the fact that people created art and they were honored for it last night. That's what the Oscars is. It's not an entertainment show. It's about honoring the work of thousands of hours of people putting into the entertainment that we watch. And we definitely lost that tonight, or last night, with what Will did. So I think going forward, he probably shouldn't come back to the Oscars, at least for a year, maybe 2 years, because if the Academy doesn't punish him in some form or fashion, then they are also allowing that behavior to happen. They're telling every audience member that ever comes to the Oscars that if someone makes a joke about you or someone that you're related to or like, you can get up on stage and punch that person, because Will Smith did it and he got off scot-free. So honestly, what's probably going to happen is he's not going to be invited back to the Oscars, at least for a year, maybe 2. And that's it. Chris Rock isn't pressing charges because, surprisingly, he's the grown-up in this situation. He just wants to hash things out, I think. So, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. What did you guys think of the Oscars last night, outside of that stupid, horrible, gratuitous moment? A lot of my predictions were just blown. Not a lot of them. Like 4 or 5 of them were blown out of the water, especially that Kristen Stewart prediction. But, yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been a pretty long rant, and if you disagree with me on this topic, that is 100% fine. Let's have a conversation about it in the comment section. Let's talk about it, because the whole point of dialogue is just to discuss it, to see both points of view, right? I've already had a couple conversations with my friends that think Will was in the right. I disagree, but we can have that dialogue, and we can kind of find some similar ground by the end of the conversation. Anyway, you guys, I'm an asshole. I'm a bitch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.